EA Sports College Football continues a familiar feel for us here on a Thursday night. And the Pirates headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Memphis Tigers offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. And this guy's developed quite nicely as a security blanket for his quarterback. Inside, it's Covey. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play. Guys, let's talk about Memphis. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good.
Maybe some room here. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return. Or he stopped. The Pirates offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes the sophomore running back. Churned out more than 150 yards and found pay dirt a couple of times in their victory last game.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The Pirates will line up to punt it away.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Running inside, it's Covey. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload. Oh, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Rushes on him, going for it all. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, That defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Dropping back, it's Nolan. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Memphis! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the East Carolina offense out to start the drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, there the free safety shows you his coverage ability in man-to-man. He was locked in with his guy, and he was able to knock that ball away.
On 2nd and 10, a full wideout set, trips right. Back to pass. Fights off a defender. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
We talked to the coaches coming into this.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Great place to start for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Nolan. Under fire. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Memphis wants to move quickly. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Rides the back and leaves it. Oh, he got loose. Touchdown, Memphis. Great job by the back on the option. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
The Pirates will get things started here on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football and then do.
Punt, and he's got room. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And the Pirates have this offense rolling. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Touchdown, Pirates! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Memphis, 21, East Carolina, 7.
And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Covey. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll try it again. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to run for it. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Memphis picking up the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He'll call for the fair catch here. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
Oh, it'd be a great opportunity to make a statement and get back in this thing. I mean, it hasn't gone your way early, but I feel like you're creating some momentum here. And a score, Jesse, a score makes this a fun ball game.
It would be huge, but it's on the offense. They have to look at each other right now in this huddle on the field and go, look, guys, it's on us to march this ball down the field, score some points, and bring some energy now to our sideline.
Calls his own number. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. All wideouts, no backs. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
The Pirates will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Got enough for the first. Finding some room. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Quick hitting end around on 1st and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going for it all. Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Nice move to keep running. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They'll operate out of split backs. Run inside. It's Carter. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got his man. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to keep turning it on. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw.
But guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Oh, they're after him. Got his man on the right. Could not make his way to the corner. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Pressure coming. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum, not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy with a nice stop here.
Here comes the East Carolina offense out to start the drive. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Showing the arm strength to the left. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. To the air on 1st down. They go to the wide receiver screen. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with a look at Marshall taking on the South Alabama Jaguars.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ollie, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Checking in with the Pirates head coach. They have found some positives here during this 3-game win streak, but right now, trailing in this game, their backs are against the wall. They get an opportunity here to start the 3rd quarter with some more momentum, and he said, we can't worry about the win streak. We just have to worry about doing our job. Guys, back to you.
Ollie, thank you. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now 1st down from the 46. Got the back over the middle.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
He's got trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and snags it, and there's running room. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
The first down pass complete to the wideout. Gain of 5. Brings up second down.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeps it on the bootleg. Fires on the move. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Fakes to grab. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
The Pirates in the hurry-up. Looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. And he's in. Touchdown, East Carolina. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. He's looking to throw. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
There we go, defense. That's the play you needed to have. All night long, you've been giving up big ones to this offense. That's why you're in the position you're in right now, down by multiple possessions. But finally, they come away with their first sack.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
He'll pull it down and run. And slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Pirates will get things started here on offense. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game. Snags it and he's open. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Tosses it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Now the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
The screen, and watch out. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, ECU. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Memphis 31, East Carolina 23.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Tigers sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Memphis wants to move quickly. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense, man. He's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on 3rd down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
Unloads quickly. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. To the air, it's Nolan. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. Buying some time. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And the clock stops for an injured player on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 3rd. Right down the middle. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. Memphis will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got it. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through.
Makes the catch, and he's free. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. Both these teams unbeaten in conference play, and the shape of the race will unfold here in the final moments. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. For a quarterback, those mechanics need to be second nature, but sometimes they can get a little rushed.
Yeah, and we've seen that. We've had spin sessions on the field before games with Jesse, and just gets on that back foot a lot and just can't stay consistent at all. It might be the hair gel, weighing him down, but that back foot just starts to slide in there. Mechanics get bad, sloppy.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Both of these teams off to perfect starts in conference play, and one trying to stay atop the heap. Running inside, it's Carter. Pulled down after a a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical.
There's some room. Touchdown, Memphis. Excellent pass by the back on the option. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. He's got it along the sideline. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that is exactly what this offense needs, man. They need that clock to stop. They need to make big plays and score. Their defense needs to join the party, get some stops, and the passing game continue to be hot, and they might get back in this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Covey. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Nolan. Hauls it in. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to throw it again. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack.
And how about the answer from this defense? You give up a huge play. What do? Bounce right back, rush the quarterback, put pressure on him, and get the enormous sack.
Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. The screen, he can go. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Pirates. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And massive play by this offense. This is exactly what you needed. You got the score. Now you got to get the 2-point conversion. Time's not on your side. There is no wait till a later point. It's go time. What's your 2-point play in this spot to tie the game up late?
Looks as if they'll go for 2 with the subtlety of a sledgehammer with all these big guys. Here comes the option. He's into the end zone for the 2, and we've got a tie game in the final 2 minutes. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they've tied it up in the final minute with the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Here comes the Memphis offense to start this drive. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. The run inside. It's Covey.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Before this 3rd down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. Memphis will be forced to punt.
On to kick it away.
Here's the return. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's looking deep. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after after the throw and catch. Here comes first and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. Touchdown, East Carolina. They take the lead here in overtime.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. To the air on second down. This time he's got him. The ball is spotted, but the officials waving the training staff onto the field to check on the injured Memphis Tiger. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Huge third down to keep the drive alive. They need a touchdown on this possession. Going to the run, it's Carter. Here's a little room there. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on third down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Second down, he'll throw it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some...
Touchdown, Tigers! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Obviously, very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Now first down here in the second overtime. Running inside, it's Carter. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for room, it's Covey. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now I can play.
Touchdown, Tigers! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
Really nice job by the quarterback there, just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time. This is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
Pushes for the goal line. Can't do it better than that. The 2-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Pirates come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Touchdown, ECU! They got one score they needed. Now they need the deuce to send us to triple OT.
Man, what a great response by this offense, going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I gotta go for 2. I know the new overtime rules, they changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to two-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
And now it's all two-point conversion attempts from here on out. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. So here we go, dueling two-point conversions from this point forward. On the option, he'll toss it. They got it done. A great play call to give them the lead by 2. Now they'll have to respond with a 2 of their own. Pushes ahead. They are denied. The two-point try is stopped, and a game-winning play by this defense in overtime.